Alright, hello, welcome. This is Lucy the Bold, and I wanted to say happy Halloween to everybody. Um, so, I did a live stream earlier today, and I don't know what happened, but once again, I was having issues with the bitrate frames. Um, Very aggravating because it really messed up the YouTube. Now Twitch came out perfect. Couldn't ask for better. But on YouTube, yeah, it just totally sucked ass. So I'm redoing it. But anyways, so what I did is I started on the front side of my tree, okay, here in the Blackmire Forest, and I wanted to put in a decking that goes around, okay, because there's hills and valleys and all kinds of stuff around here, and I thought it might be nice to be able to walk around and stuff. Um, so yeah, and then this is where I did my Happy Halloween photo that I used, and this is my tribute to all of you who are my subscribers, and once again, my wholehearted apologies for the shittiness of the video bitrate. Very, very grainy. I just do not get it. I don't understand why. I have a very high-end computer using OBS. Have the frames per second set to 12,000. You know, for gaming sessions, it's what it's recommended. 1920 by 1080. And frames per second are 60. But anyways, enough of that. So this is the decking, okay, and then this is the Volca Temple Stone block that I'm standing on. Alright. Now, I do want to show you guys something very interesting. So, prior to the last update, okay, prior to the last update, this is the type of railing that we had in the game, and I love it. It's thin and it's very long, okay, and then after the last update, this is what we got. Alright, and it is very bulky. Granted, it's shorter, so it's a little easier to manipulate with stair steps and stuff, but I think I would rather have them go back to this one, or at least give us an option between the two of them. Alright, enough of whining about that one. So we come over here, okay, and then we come up here. This was the emergency exit in case of my place was ever overrun, by bandits or whatever, Just saying. I built in a back stairway that takes me to the outside from my bedroom. Okay, so I redid the flooring in here, squared everything up so it looks a lot nicer, and then rebuilt this because animals and stuff were getting lost. So it's more narrow and it's more built in, but it looks better in my opinion. I probably should do something with this wall right here and send it up. You know, or maybe use some of those fancy balusters. And then that's the sliding door that gets me into my bedroom. Alright, so let's go back downstairs. And we'll shut this door. Okay, so we have this nice little patio here, and I'm going to wait until the update before I decorate on any of these patios, because there's some really cool stuff coming out. And then I came down here. Now this is the fancy stone block. Okay, the other deck was made out of the half timber block, but I think I like this block much better than the other one, but I'm kind of undecided. And then we come into here. This is the outdoor conference room area. All right, and then this is my trophy room. Now remember, I was saying when the next update comes out here, November 10th is when it's supposed to come out. It might come out, you know, later. It might come out earlier. I'm not sure. But when it comes out, some of the weapons that we find in the game will no longer be offered, but they will not be removed. So we don't know what they are. So my suggestion is as you play the game, keep all the different types of weapons you find, put them into chest, you know, do a trophy room, you know, do a museum of weapons, whatever it is that you want. And in that way, when it does come out, you know, if you have something like me, you know, where you can display everything, then at least it's safe and you still have it. I do know that this type of sword here that I'm standing in front of, the one that's glowing blue, the blacksmith is going to start making that sword. And then he will also, my understanding is, be able to make the Nova sword or something similar to the Nova sword. Okay, so let me shut this door. I noticed I just had a dog go running through here. Hopefully he went back out. Let's shut this one too. I need to put some type of door on this thing. I think I should. Alright. And then I took this and I wrapped it around to here, but I ran out of the railing and had to go make some, or go chop down a whole bunch of trees, so I haven't done that yet. Now my thoughts is I'll have some type of stair system going down a little bit once we get the water, and then have a pier going out, and then like right in through here, this area and through here is going to be the fisherman's house. You know, yeah, and then I'll stick a working mill wheel, you know, out here somewhere. You know, depending on how big the wheels are and stuff that we can make. Okay, I've already built this wall up that I'm looking down onto. Alright, otherwise the water would just run off the side. Possibly put the fire out down there. I don't know. Okay. So you can see I have started putting these posts, okay, in, and then I use some of the old railings, for support beams. I probably will stick maybe like one more right there coming down. I haven't decided if it needs it or not. But this is where the water is going to come out. It's a huge tree. It's got roots that go way down into the earth. There's no reason why this whole area can't be flooded with water. I may have to beef these two roots up, okay, about to that mark over there that I made in that tree, just so I can have a nice lake, pond, whatever you want to call it, and then maybe some type of a floodgate system somewhere. Alright, so now let's work our way around here. So you can come down the back stairs and come out here. Alright, and then you can see I have an area here where I've been digging out. Alright, and then I put the poles in the ground because I wanted something to be showing some type of support system. Alright, let's go over here for a moment. This is what I was doing today on my live stream. This is the pots. Okay, so what I did is, and you can see it's still not perfectly aligned, but what I did is I put a post all the way down, the building blocks. I used this one right here, this size, and then I had stuck that inside. Well, I put that down from the top all the way to the ground, and then literally built platforms, and there is 30 of these pots going all the way up. Okay. Once again, I like to try to make things relatively believable in regards to the size and supporting system and stuff. And we don't have much as far as angular beams that we can use, so we have to take what we have, and stick them in, or be creative and do something like this. And then, like I said, this comes all the way over here. Okay, it gets really deep right down in there. But I think it turned out pretty good. Alright. So this is kind of like a natural wall that goes around my place. Protects me. I don't really think anything can get up here, not easily. I guess when they bring the raids in and stuff, if I do find that I'm having issues, I'll make this smaller and then I'll raise this area up around the entrance. But so this is my tree house so far. It goes all the way up. And then over here I have an underground mine that I come into, and I dig out copper as I need it. And then over here, up to about this level here, and you know, kind of rolling hills going across, this was nothing but clay. So I dug out all the clay and then used stone, backfilled, and then used revel wood slash black mire ground. And then this will end up having something up here. I just not sure what I'm going to put up here. Maybe an extension to the barn if we get more farm animals. But yeah. So this is my place. Aloe. How did I get aloe there? I don't know. Huh. And this is what I've done. So if you like the fancy stone block for the decking, let me know. If you see, I think this ties in well with what's going on right here. And this is the Volca stone. And then over here, I changed out the decking. And then this is the half timber block. So, you know, I don't know which one looks the best, but if you have suggestions or recommendations or thoughts, you know, anything that I have done, you know, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. I don't mind. It used to be those wild boars over there, where that slab goes up, but they don't respawn there since my build line goes out past it. Actually, it goes all the way over to the edge. You can see on that tree over there. That's how far over my build line goes. And then I just need to, you know, like fix a couple spots here. But yeah, that's my place. So, again, I wanted to say Happy Halloween. Okay.
Hi.
I think you guys are awesome. You know, I love the comments. I love the likes on my videos. And I love all my subscribers. I have 1,672 or 73 subscribers. My goal is to get to 2,000 subscribers by January. So please, please, please spread the Commonwealth. Let people know about me. I thank you. You have an awesome, safe, fun Halloween. And I'll talk to you later.